I am back with another project pan check-in and I'm feeling a little better about this one. If you guys don't know what panning is, it means pretty much going through your makeup, hitting pan, hitting the bottom of your makeup product. You select some of your makeup products and try to use them up and you document your progress. I started this project pan in August of 2017, so it's been a while. It's been a few months. It's been about 2 months or so since my last check-in, so I thought I would give you guys a little update on how things are going. I think they're going better than they were. I'm still not exactly where I was hoping to be, but you will see. It is so cold today, hence why I'm wearing a jacket. It was freezing yesterday, and when I went to start my car before work yesterday, I think it said it felt like -2. I'm not loving this cold weather, that's for sure. But enough about the weather. Let's look at some products, shall we? I actually think I have made progress with this. This is from Pixi. It's their Brightening, what is this? Brightening Peach Correction Concentrate. It's basically a peach color corrector for under your eyes to brighten them, get rid of some of the dark circles. I've been making it a point to really grab for these products, and I think this one does show quite a bit of progress. It's even got a little hair in there. That's gross. I don't see the bottom of the little glass yet, but I do feel like I've made a significant dent in this. It's not my favorite under eye corrector, so I don't grab this when I really want flawless makeup, but if I'm doing sort of an everyday look and just need a little bit of brightening under the eyes, I've been grabbing for this, and yeah, I feel like it's staying creamy now that I'm going for it more often. When I wasn't using this on a consistent basis, it would kind of get dry in the jar, but now that I've been using it, warming it up on my finger, patting it under my eyes, it's stayed that creamy texture. So I'm feeling good about this. Hopefully it shows in the pictures, but I can tell that it has gone down. And now when it comes to the Too Faced Natural Eyes palette, it's still pretty much the same. Though I have made some progress on these two shades. I've made progress on Heaven and Silk Teddy because in my everyday sort of eye looks, everyday makeup looks, I've been using those two shades, along with some of the shades in my Lorac Pro palette, which is another one I'm trying to pan and we will get to. I wish you could see from the angle that I can see, but it does look more dipped in those two shades. I've been really trying to like run my brush through there and pick up a lot of product. May not need that much, but I'm really trying to get through it, so I'm not being as gentle as I normally am with eyeshadows. I don't think I'll realistically hit pan on this by the time I finish this project pan. I'm not sure if you guys are even going to want to see another check-in, so please let me know, or maybe I will start a whole new project pan. Do you want me to continue with this one? Would you like me to start a whole new one now that I've had a little more experience with it? But yeah, I mean, I have been grabbing for this more, so overall I think Project Pan has helped me grab for some of my older makeup and get use out of it before it's really ready to be gone from my life. But I use Heaven a lot to set down my eyeshadow primer or my concealer that's on my eyes, so I've consistently been grabbing for that one, and I think it does show. Now the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, again, it's so hard to show from the bottle how much I have used. I've been mixing this a lot with my Too Faced Hangover Primer. For whatever reason, I've been really loving those two combined. I think it's a combination of a more hydrating primer mixed with a more illuminating primer. This one doesn't feel dry on the skin by any means, but I really liked the two together. I'm sure if I didn't mix this with my Hangover Primer, I would go through it faster, but I do still grab for this quite a lot. I really like the Becca primers. This one's gorgeous. I love the First Light primer as well. So hopefully you can tell, if I hold it up to the light, I can see where I am in the bottle. I don't know if you guys will be able to see. And it kind of settles. So I'm about where the N is. You guys won't be able to see that probably, but about right here in the bottle. So I'm about halfway through, which I'm pretty happy about. I have been trying so hard with this bronzer. This is the NARS Laguna bronzer, and I just can't get through it. I will not hit pan on this. I've been using it almost every time I'm using a bronzer. Not every time, because I do like to mix up my makeup, but I've been using this so much. I used it on my face today. along with the under eye color corrector, and it just doesn't go down. I think someone on my last video said that they had a hard time trying to go through this bronzer as well, so now I don't feel as bad about it, but oh my gosh, if you're on the market for a bronzer that's gonna last you a while, check out these NARS bronzers. I think there's another shade that's darker than this. They might even have more than just 2 shades, but I'm only familiar with this one because this is the only one I have. Obviously, I don't need to buy another one because it's going to last me forever. I don't really know what to say besides I'm impressed that it hasn't just shown me pan yet, because I'm going at this. I'm trying to stay in the middle, like you guys suggested, staying in one spot, even with a big brush, which I struggle with a little more because I like to sweep it, but I've been really trying to just focus it in the middle, and it's not happening. Anyone else have a similar experience with this bronzer, not being able to pan it? I don't know how many people consistently like try to pan their products, but it seems like quite a few people do, because you want to get the most out of your makeup. You're spending money on it and you want to use it up. Worth the money. This product, unlike the Becca primer, is so much easier to tell where and how much I've used. I thought I would be done with this concealer by now. Most people probably would be done with this concealer months ago. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser for dark circles. This is in the shade Light. I always mention that it does look a little yellow on me, so I don't use it every time I wear foundation, and I think that's the issue I have with it, is because if I'm wearing a foundation that's a little more on the pinkier side or a little more neutral and not as yellow, it can look a little odd on the skin. But I feel like I have used it since the last time. I hope anyway. I feel like I have. I'm not someone who uses the same concealer every day, and I think that shows with this because I haven't gone through it yet. Some of you mentioned that you can take this little sponge off, which I think is great because it is hard to try to keep that clean. I've been trying my best to keep wiping it down and making sure it doesn't get gross in the cap, but you can, from what I've been told, take that off and just twist up the product that way. So hopefully I will go through this soon because I don't want to have it much longer. And finally, the one thing that I hit pan on in my last update, the Lorac Pro palette, and I actually have some more progress to show, and it's not as great, but I did make a tiny dent in Champagne. I don't even know if you can see it from there, but I can see the tiniest bit of pan, and I feel like I've shown more pan with light bronze. I feel like that's gotten bigger because I do use light bronze the most out of all of the more shimmery shades in here. There is a greater dent in Cream too, because I've been bouncing between that shade and then Heaven in the Too Faced Natural Eyes, like I said, to set down my concealer. And I do think I've made a dent in that as well, but you can certainly see it in light bronze, so I'm really happy about that. And I said in my last video that I really wanted to hit pan on another eyeshadow, and I did with Champagne. Champagne makes a really pretty all over the lid shade, but it also makes a really good inner corner highlight or brow bone highlight. So yeah, this one has been my most successful progress. I mean this and the concealer as well, but I think it's a lot harder to go through an eyeshadow than it is a concealer, at least for me personally. I did just want to quickly show my BH Cosmetics Flawless Brow Trio. I don't remember if I showed it in my last video. I think I did. It wasn't part of my original Project Pan, but I use this brow trio all the time. It's my go-to favorite brow product, and you can see that I use that middle shade a lot. That is the biggest pan compared to anything that I tried to pan in this project itself, but I thought I would share it with you because I think I showed it last time, so you can see a little bit of the progress with that. It has been a bit of a struggle, but I really appreciate all of your support and comments and tips and tricks on trying to get through your makeup, because like I said, you want to use up your makeup, you want to have fun with it. I have a lot of different makeup because I do like doing these videos for you guys. I love makeup. It brings me so much joy. I'm sort of tempted to keep this going for a full year, so to August again, but let me know if you guys want to see that or if you'd rather me mix it up and try to pan some other products. I'm open to both, so let me know You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. I come out with new videos every week. So be sure to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and make sure to turn on your notification bell down below so that you are notified when my videos are live, when they're up for you to view. Also, if you are new, thank you for checking out this video. And to those of you who aren't new and are already subscribed, again, thank you. I will say that all the time. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, everyone.